Hello, everybody. David here, and today we are going to be talking about some winter fragrances that I wore in 2023 that I'm going to carry over into the new year. So, 2024, we're going to be wearing these in the winter months as well. I got 5 fragrances here, some niche, some designer. So, yeah, let's hop into it, and hopefully, you guys find a fragrance that you like in this video. So, and before I get started with this, too, all the fragrances, make sure you try to sample before you buy. That's very important to save money, because you don't want to blind buy one of these fragrances and you do not like it. So always sample. That's a big brain move. Okay. So first one I want to talk about today is it's a 2023 release. I got a lot of 2023s in here. So basically, this one is kind of the hype beast of last year. I think you guys already know if you're in the fragrance community. It is Le Male Elixir, so the golden torso. He's got his little neck piece going on there too. So basically, with Le Male Elixir, what you're going to get is you're going to get a sweet, gourmand, creamy, and spicy and powdery kind of scent. This kind of has got some notes in it that take it back to the original Le Male. So it's got that mint, it's got that lavender that kind of gives it going back to that scent, but it doesn't smell anything like that scent at all. This scent has got a little tonka bean in it, a little benzoin in it. So, and I get all that stuff, and it's kind of like, I kind of get a little honey and a little tobacco. That's not listed on the notes, but I kind of get it with the Le Male Elixir. And, Le Male Elixir, it's going to last 10 hours plus. It's going to project 10 hours plus. The next day, I was smelling this off my clothes. So, it's kind of crazy how long this lasts. But, you know how I like my elixirs. And the last year was the year of the elixir. So, I enjoy wearing Le Male Elixir. It's going to be in the rotation. And, yeah, so we'll go from there. So, the next one I want to talk about, this is always going to be in my top 10 of all time. This fragrance was the one that kind of got me back into fragrances. When I was younger, I kind of, I dabbled in fragrances a little bit. I always go to my grandma, the Macy's, and I'd always buy Lacoste, I should say, because I like the alligator. But now I'm kind of, more matured, more redefined, and now I'm kind of getting different scents. But this was the scent I got off of Jensen's recommendation, and it was the very first one when I added to the collection. It started, going up. So it's always got a special place for me. It's always a top 10. It's a date night fragrance, so I usually wear it. And the scent I am talking about is Fahrenheit Parfum. I'm pretty sure this is hard to get in the U.S., but I wanted to talk about it because it's always going to be in my rotation. It's never going to leave. And yeah, man, this one, very masculine, puts me in a good mood. It reminds me of, I don't really go out and go out to eat and do all that kind of jazz a lot. But this one reminds me, when I do, I get memories from doing that. This one is going to be spicy, sweet, leathery, woody, and oriental. You're not going to get that gasoline petrol smell that you get from the OG, but this one still does the job in the winter, cuts through the cold. Basically, I think, about 10 hours off my skin as well. Same with the Le Male, so, kind of same thing, 10-10 for projection and off my skin. So in the top notes, you got lavender, pink pepper, Sicilian mandarin, orange, and lemon. Works together very well. Excuse me, I can't speak. Tongue twister. Jeez. And then in the heart notes, you got leather, violet leaf. And then in the base notes, you got bourbon, vanilla, absolute, benzoin, birch, amber, gaiac wood, patchouli, cedarwood, and vetiver. All that just works together. This one with that leather accord and a little bit of vanilla. And, it's not listed on here, but I feel like it's got a little boozy aspect to it as well. So it kind of cuts that gasoline down, and it makes it into a wonderful scent. Like I said, always going to be in my top 10. It's a love for me, plain and simple. Great release by Dior. Fahrenheit Parfum, very well done. So next one, this is from a line that I really enjoy, and they're kind of similar to some other fragrance lines, but I gotta give this company some props. So this one is from 2022. This is the Most Wanted Parfum from Azzaro. Very nice release. I could have went with the Most Wanted, but I wanted to give this one love. I don't really see this one talked about as much as the Most Wanted. Man, it's so good. It's very good. So with this one, you're on the main accord, you're going to get sweet, spicy, woody, gourmand, and it's going to be a little bit synthetic as well. It's got 3 notes to it. Top is going to be red ginger, Heart notes is going to be woody notes, and then the base is going to be the Verb and Vanilla, which was the note of the year last year, if you didn't know. And of course, all these fragrances got some type of vanilla in it that I'm about to talk about today. But this one is, I think the reason why not a lot of people talk about this one is because the most one is more loud and it projects a little bit more. But this one does the job just fine. Like, I'd wear this one on a date night, or I'd wear this one when I was going on a night on the town, or just a night in general. Like I said before, I usually test all my fragrance at work because that's the only time I really get out of the house. I don't really wear a fragrance when I lift or anything, but these would be too heavy like the lift. You'd want to wear like a freshie or something like that. But overall, man, I have no complaints about the Azzaro Parfum. Very good. Puts a very nice scent cloud around you. It lasts, 8 to 10 hours. Probably, I'd say projects around 7, 8 hours. I would probably say as well, and it kind of dies back a little bit off my skin. No complaints with it. Overall, a very good kind of cheaper fragrance to add to the collection. But like I said, you should sample everything. But I enjoy wearing this. Okay, and sometimes it's kind of crazy. Stronger With You kind of did the scent DNA first, but sometimes I'm just in the mood to wear the Azzaro over the Stronger With You. So yeah, just depending on what day you get me, I might be thinking different thoughts on fragrances. So Azzaro Most Wanted Parfum, definitely a good one to look at. So. All right, next one is from a house I never really get to see talk about much on YouTube or anything like that. And every scent I've tried so far from them, very nicely done. And I'm excited to get more scents and test them out and try it. This is a 2023 release, and it is from the Portraits collection from Penhaligon's. It is the Omnipotent Mr. Thompson with the elephant head. This one is one of those scents where you get it and you spray it on, you smell it. And you're just like, man, it's like you get wafts of it in the day. And it's very nicely done. It gets comparisons to Dior Homme Intense, which it makes sense. But I've noticed with the Portraits collection, and I understand probably why not a lot of people talk about the Portraits collection. It's a very expensive line, and it's kind of got a designer feel to it. But for me personally, I really enjoy that. So the main accords you're getting some sweet, getting powdery, spicy, gourmand, and it's a little creamy. So top notes, you got pink pepper. Heart note, you got iris. And then base notes, you got sesame and vanilla. All that works together very well. And it's kind of like the Azzaro. It puts a very nice scent cloud around me. And, I enjoy smelling it throughout the day when I get those wafts. This one kind of dies off a little bit off my skin. I'd probably say at the 6 hour mark, 7 hour mark. And then it kind of turns into a skin scent, but I can still smell it. But overall, Omnipotent Mr. Thompson, it cuts through that cold, it does that job, and it's, if you like iris, then, this kind of be right up your alley. I know a lot of people like iris, but, this one does it for me. So, yeah. So the last one I want to talk about on the list today, and this is a scent that I haven't really smelled a lot like it, but overall it does the job very well. And it's kind of unique. Like I said, I haven't really smelled anything like it. And it's from the house of Michael Malone, and it's Westloop. It's from Ash from Jen Sense's line. And man, it's done very, very well done. Very well done. And it's one I can't wait to wear more of, because like I said, it kind of puts me in a different kind of place, if that makes sense. So what I mean by that is, like, you're not going to find somebody wearing that. And it's very unique. Very kind of, under the radar. So basically, you got almond blossom, cinnamon, and vanilla orchid in the top. The heart, you got French lavender, myrrh absolute, and tobacco, or like I like to say, tabaki. And then the base note, you got amberwood, Indonesian patchouli, and tonka bean. And I smell all that stuff in here, man. It works together. It's kind of like the Omnipotent Mr. Thompson here. It puts a nice scent cloud around you. This one though, I smell it throughout the day. This one I'd probably say around the 6 hour mark is when it starts to kind of die down on my skin, kind of become a skin scent. But the longevity's there. I'd say maybe lasts about 8 or 9 hours, and it's very kind of different to what's on the market right now, which is very nice. It's a very nice change of pace. And I wear it for something when I want to feel, when I want to kind of get warm and cozy when it's cold outside, and I kind of want to warm myself up. So Westloop, very nicely done scent, and shout out to you, Ash, for excellent release. And I really like Edgewater too, but it's the winter time, and we're talking about the 2024 fragrances that I'm gonna be wearing in the winter in my rotation. So yeah. So everybody, let me know what you guys are wearing in the winter months for 2024. If you like the video, make sure to drop a thumbs up and also subscribe to see more of my content. Like I said, I post fitness content, and then I also post fragrance content. So yeah, I'm gonna be doing my thing, I guess I like to say. So everybody, have a good night, have a good rest of your day. Take it easy, and I'll see you on the next one.